Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Vortex, where lies and falsehoods are trapped and exposed. To Michael Voris. Here's a question. Why do so many white people still vote Democrat? It's a sizable minority, and questions of election integrity aside, the trend is in favor of Democrats, especially the group of whites who are also college-educated whites. That's a demographic that pollsters measure. College-educated really means Marxist indoctrinated, so that can't be a surprise that so many of them both recognize a fellow Marxist and then vote for him. But among the non-college-educated white voting bloc, that's where the real news is hidden. Obama won an extremely sizable number of this vote, 40%, which was largely responsible for propelling him to victory, not once, but twice. Hillary then turned around in 2016 and lost ground with them, specifically gaining only 36% of that vote in 2016, again, compared to Obama's 40%. But in 2020, Biden stopped the bleeding and improved it a bit, getting 37% of white, non-college educated voters. This is important for two reasons. While shrinking somewhat as a single voting bloc, they still make up a very large chunk of the electorate, 44% of all voters in 2020. Also important because just beside from the numbers scattered across the nation, they also make up an even larger share of the vote in crucial key swing states. An analysis of voting by race is revealing, but the cut line within a race category seems to be dictated by whether you went to college or not. For example, while Trump won a majority of the white vote overall, he underperformed in 2016 compared to Mitt Romney in 2012, and he underperformed by 4 points. And then he underperformed against himself by another 4 points in 2020. So the combo of being white and having gone to college seems to be a harbinger of bad news for Republican candidates. In fact, in a political climate where nearly every margin is the by the skin of your teeth type, these trends really determine the winners. On the other side of the race aisle, the non-white voting bloc Dems, they've put something together there that's truly remarkable. And there's a question here as well. For example, why would blacks and Latinos and Asians continue to cast their votes in favor of Democrats who kind of speak a good game to them in speeches once every 4 years, but then leave them mired in poverty and violence and discrimination election cycle after election cycle? Heck, Asians voting for Dems is even more curious. While generally more upwardly mobile than blacks and Hispanics, they are the ones specifically who directly suffer from the Democratic policy of discriminating against them getting into big-name schools. In the Twitter world, because of the way they are treated by Dems, they have earned the label honorary white folks, HWFs. So why do they keep voting Democratic? It's a mystery that needs to be solved. And while it's not a skin color issue, the mystery of why so many Jews vote Democrat while Democrats hate Israel is another question, but not for now. At least within the black and Latino communities, Trump did make some headway, eating into those Democratic margins in both camps, but nowhere near enough to offset the move of white college-educated voters to Democrats, coupled with the somewhat stagnant vote of the non-college educated white vote. It is the final analysis, at present at least, the white vote as a bloc that keeps handing victories to Democrats. While not a majority, it is enough marginally to keep the Dems in power when added to the giant voting margins they possess in the non-white voting camp. Again, there are some trends away from Dems in the black and Latino camps, but that's offset by the Democratic gains among white voters, comprised largely by the shift among college-educated white voters. How the Dems continue to make those inroads, while also still largely holding on to non-whites, it's just nutty. How is this possible? It's a nut conservatives have to crack. It's made all the more fascinating by the fact that, according to major Democrats, even if some of them themselves are white, if you're white, you're a racist, period. If you're white, forget about the back of the bus, you shouldn't even be on the bus. If you're Christian or male or straight and you vote Democrat, you're either suffering from some secret self-loathing complex or you're completely unplugged from the world around you. Who goes and votes for a candidate who insults them based on their skin color? Imagine if the tables were turned on this question. Would blacks or Hispanics turn out in droves to vote for a candidate who campaigned on the platform that non-whites are inferior? Then why do so many white voters actually do that? The Democrats have found some sort of secret sauce here when it comes to locking down sufficient numbers of white voters who they insult and smear. Truly. This is uniquely an American issue because of this country's complex history with race. But even there, the KKK is a Democrat organization, and yet somehow, some way, black voters simply give their overlords a complete pass on that. Makes zero sense. But that is a distinctly different question from the white vote mystery, and it is a mystery. Minority communities have voted Democrat for decades, God knoweth why, and even with a little shift within that population, it's still a lockdown vote for the Democrats. What is the mystery is the white vote, and that enough of it has been peeled away by Dems to propel them to victory after victory, even if the margins are thin, for now anyway. So as much as the Democrats whip out the race card, it's clear something else, some other dynamic is at play among voters. Until this is figured out and reversed, the slide to anti-Catholic, godless Marxism in the United States is going to continue. God love you. I'm Michael Voris.